And we have got a special visitor on the line from the D-League Showcase. He is, of course, the Idaho Stampede's head coach. He is Mike Peck, and joining us from, I believe you're at a game right now in Reno, aren't you, Mike?
Yes, I am. LA Defenders are about to take on Sioux Falls.
All right. It's basketball 24/7 for you. Just got to look at CJ McCollum you guys did for 2 quick games in that over the weekend in Boise. Was there a little bit more buzz than normal when his arrival came?
Oh, absolutely. I think people were excited about it. I mean, obviously, anytime you can get one of the Trailblazers to come down and play with us, it's exciting for the community. And on top of it, CJ was a lottery pick and just a tremendous individual and a tremendous player. So people were really, there was a buzz, definitely a buzz.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about the transition when a player comes down like CJ, and I don't know if you had time to practice, but how quickly can you integrate him into A, what you're doing, B, into relationship and chemistry with his teammates?
Well, we did get one practice with him, and I think, CJ's personality and demeanor is great because he comes down, knowing there was a very specific plan with him and how the number of minutes he was going to play. And what makes it so much easier and so much better is that the fact that our system models and mirrors Portland. I spent training camps the whole month of October with Portland, going to all the preseason games and all the practices, all the meetings. So basically our systems are the same. Defensively and offensively, we're doing the same exact thing.
So, Coach, one other question. We're talking about the on-court transition. How about the off-court transition? Is he expected to pick up the tab for the first meal?
We never had that discussion, but that's a good point. I'm going to make a note of that for the next guy that comes down.
Right. You were talking about CJ and kind of acclimating him to, back and playing into a game again, Coach. The idea was to kind of simulate exactly what his role is going to be like when he comes back here to Portland, which is what Coach Stotts was hoping for, right?
Absolutely. It's just to kind of, this is his first game minutes. He's been scrimmaging a little bit and practicing, but this is where his first game minute, in a real game where there's refs and score and fans and all that. So, just to kind of ease him into it, and not, play him in an absorbent amount of minutes, but to give him the opportunity to get a feel and get the pace and timing back.
Well, we know this. On Saturday night, he wasn't shy in shooting the ball. 23 minutes. He got up 23 shots. It is a guard-oriented league down in the D-League, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. So it is. And to be honest with you, if you look at the way Portland plays, we try to emulate that and mirror that as closely as we can with what we do. And I think, with Damian and Mo Williams and those guys, the ball's in those guys' hands a lot, and Wes and Nick. So we're very similar in that regard. We have the personnel that is very similar. So we emulate it as much as we can.
The one thing that we always noticed is we're joined by Mike Peck, Idaho Stampede's head coach, and he's at the D-League Showcase, so we're going to do a little bit of talking while they've got the national anthem going on right now. But, Coach, hang with us here. He's very bright. That's the one thing you notice about CJ when you first meet him. Very bright, very smart guy, basketball savvy. He's a quick learner, but he played more of a combo guard really over at Lehigh, and I think here with Portland, he's going to be more of a two-guard.
Yeah, because you have Mo Williams playing the combo guard or the backup point guard minutes, and so CJ's opportunity and contribution more than likely will be exclusively at the off-guard position.
Is that kind of the read that you're getting, Coach?
Yeah, I think one of the keys is he's off the ball. That was part of the plan that, when I talked to Coach Stotts and Neil and those guys, is, hey, look, these amount of minutes that we want him to play. We want him to come in off the bench, and we want him to play off the ball. And, because, why, I think it's very smart because why would he play differently down here than he's going to be playing up there? Try to emulate it as close as possible. And that was all part of the plan, and we stuck to the plan. And I'm just glad that we could be a small part of the process.
Coach, a lot of the credit, and we'd be remiss if we didn't bring this up because we obviously follow what goes on with the Stampede, and this was the first time this year that the Trailblazers and Stampede had basically the Blazers had sent a player down to the Stampede. But we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about what you are doing specifically there in Idaho. Last year, you guys got off to a 1-12 start. Now you're 11-6, so it has been a turnaround for the Trailblazers. It's also been a turnaround for you you guys. Where is all of that success coming from? I know you got the league's top scorer in Pierre Jackson.
Yeah, I think it's top down. Like, last year it was the first year we, with the staff in Portland, and it was my first year in Idaho. So I think everybody was just trying to kind of, get through that first year and try to make the most of it, what we could. And, it was a struggle, and I think they struggled up in Portland, and we struggled in Boise, and, it was a learning experience. And it was one thing that we were just trying to, hires were late, I think Terry got hired late, and I got hired late, and, we were kind of scrambling a little bit, after we got our feet under us, so to speak, and, Neil and that staff did a tremendous job with, the acquisitions that they made in the off season and put the right pieces together. And, success breeds success. I think Paul Allen's probably pretty happy every day. The Seahawks, the Blazers, and the Stampede are all doing pretty good.
That's right. Yeah. Yep. You said it best. Success breeds success. Coach, thank you so much. Continued success, and we'll continue on this perfect marriage between the Trailblazers and the Stampede. Thanks for the time tonight.
You betcha. Appreciate you guys.
All right. All right. There it was. Idaho Stampede head coach Mike Peck.